जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदना जय व्रजजनरंजना जय यशोदानंदना जय व्रजजनरंजना जय यमुनातीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय यमुनातीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय यशोदानंदना जय व्रजजनरंजना जय व्रजजनरंजना जय यशोदानंदना जय व्रजजनरंजना जय व्रजजनरंजना जय यमुनातीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय यमुनातीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव की जय जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजिकाचार्यस्तुतार शतशिष्यमात भय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजिकाचार्यस्तुतार शतशिष्यमात भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय विष्णुपाद श्रील गौर किशोरदास बाबूजी महाराज की जय जय विष्णुपाद शिव सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय जय विष्णुपाद वैष्णव सर्वभाव शिव जगन्नाथ दास बाबूजी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूप सनातन बहत्तर गुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल बात दास रघुनाथ साध गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। गंगामय की जय। जमुनामय की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to all the devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga, Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga, Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Om Ajnana-timirandasya ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदञ्जिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादं सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। वेदरामायणे चैव पुराणे भरते तथा अदावन्ते च मध्ये च हरिः सर्वत्र गीयते। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणे परमानन्दमाधवम् पारामानन्द हे माधव पादुङ्गालुचि मकरन्द सेमकरन्द पानकरी आनन्दे बोलो हरि हरि हरिं कानमे बन्द बेला Hari koribe chokadola se chokadolanka payare mona moraho nirantare mona mo nirantare raho Ha Krishna boli jiva jau Ha Krishna boli jau jiva mote udhara radha dava mote udhara radha dava मते उद्धार राधदमा धर्म प्रोजित कृत्रवोत्र परमो निर्मत्सरानं सतम् वेद्यं वास्तुमत्र वास्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलानम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वर सद्युह्रीजवरुध्यते तद्ऋतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकौपतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखातमृताद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयम् मुहुरहोरसिका भुवि भावुका अनर्थोपशमं साक्षात् भक्तियोगमदोक्षजे लोकस्य जनतो विद्वंश्चक्रे सात्वतसंहितम् यस्यं वै श्रूयमाणाय कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पाद्यते पुंसः शोकमोहभयापः श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणममलं यद्वैष्णवानां प्रियम् यस्मिन् परमहंसमेकममलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते तत्र ज्ञानविरागभक्तिसहितं नैष्कर्म्यमाविष्कृतम् सच्चिन्वान् सुपथन् विचरणपरो भक्त्या विमुच्यन्नरः अर्थोऽयं ब्रह्मसूत्राणां भारतार्थविनिर्णयः गायत्री भाष्यरूपोऽसौ वेदार्थ परिबृंहितः सर्ववेदेतिहासानं सारं सारं समुद्रितम् सर्ववेदान्तसारं हि श्रीमद्भागवतम् इष्यते तद्रसमृततृप्तस्य नन्यत्र स्यद्रति क्वचित् कृष्ण भक्तिरसस्वरूप श्री भगवता तते वेदा शस्त्र होते पराममहत चारि वेदा उपनिषदे जातो किछु हया तारो अर्थ लय व्यास करिला संचय जय सूत्र जय रूप विषय वाचना भगवते सेरू श्लोके निबंधना जीवेरा निस्तारा लगी सूत्रा कैला व्यासा मायावादी बस सुनिले हय सर्वनाश या भागवत पदा वैष्णवेरस्तने एकांत आश्रय कर चैतन्य चरणे भागवत जे नामने से जावाना समा करो सस्ताच जन्मे प्रभु जमा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupada Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Ananda Lila Maya Vigrahaya Hema Vadibhyo Chavisundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Shri Chaitanya Chandraya Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today we have the great opportunity to again listen Srimad Bhagavatam Katha, Krishna Katha. And our topic today is Varnasrama system, Varnasrama culture. So we following Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto. Now we are in 18th chapter. So I read the text. Srimad Bhagavatam canto 11, text 18, chapter 18, text 16. Drishtiputam nyaset padam Drishtiputam nyaset padam Vastraputam pibedjalam Vastraputam pibedjalam Satyaputam vadedvacham Satyaputam vadedvacham Manahputam samacharet Manahputam samacharet. Drishti, by the sight. Putam, ascertain that is pure. Nyaset, he should place. Padam, his foot. Vastra, by his cloth. Putam, filtered. Pibet, he should drink. Jalam, water. Satya, by truthfulness. Putam, pure. Vadet, he should speak. Vacham, words. Mana, ascertained by the mind. Putam, to be pure. Samacharet, he should perform. Translation. A saintly person should step or place his foot on the ground only after verifying with his eyes that there are no living creatures, such as insects, who might be injured by his foot. He should drink water only after filtering it through a portion of his cloth. And he should speak only words that possess the purity of truth. Similarly, he should perform only those activities his mind has carefully ascertained to be pure. The purport. While walking, a saintly person is careful not to kill any tiny creatures on the ground. Similarly, he filters his drinking water through clouds to avoid swallowing small creatures living within the water. Speaking untruth simply for sense gratification is detrimental to devotional service and should be avoided. Speaking impersonal philosophy and glorifying the sense gratification of the material world, even that found in heavenly planets, contaminates the heart and must be avoided by those desiring perfection in the loving service of the Lord. By serious consideration, one can understand that any activity other than devotional service to Lord Krishna has no ultimate value. Therefore, one should exclusively engage in the purified activities of Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. So we continue following the class given by Sripad Chaitanya Chandra Maharaj in Gadagiri. This is topic about Varnasrama. And we already discussed about different ashramas. So now we are discussing the ultimate stage that everybody has to approach this ultimate stage to become a sadhu. That means Krishna consciousness. How devotee should act in Krishna consciousness. Bhagavan Krishna has mentioned here. Before one will stay on the ground, he must see whether some insects or not. That means unnecessary, one should not kill any tiny jiva. Therefore, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said, Prani matre manobhakya udbega nadiva. Don't give anxieties to many living entities. Try to avoid it. It's not good for your spiritual life to give anxieties, to give disturbance to others. So this is the level one should try to approach in his life. And this is an example in the Skanda Purana, how Narada Muni said he met the Mrigari hunter, who was killing the animals, but he was killing animals, but not completely killing on the half killing. So he said, Mrigari, give up hunting. And then Mrigari became a devotee. Next time Narada Muni came and he saw from the distance how Mrigari was going to pay Dandavat on the ground. But he could not pay Dandavat. He was just sweeping with his clothes the ground. He was just sweeping with his clothes because ants were there. How he could pay Dandavat on the ground if so much ants are there. So what to speak about killing? We have no right to kill. Yes. Even it is said, one bhakta will not bring directly water from any source because there are so many living entities inside the water. Therefore, he will filter this water just by his one cloth and drink this water. For example, you take the water from the river. Devotee never drink, just drink. No, never. He just putting some clothes and drinking through clothes like that. He will filter because so many living entities inside. And those who are practicing devotion, they will never speak lie. They will never lie, which is very common actually, common practice. Devotees tread on the truth, true path, and they speak truth. They will never speak anything which is untruth. If one will speak untruth, he cannot serve Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. And Bhagavan will never accept his seva. So a bhakta knows if he is doing something else for his own sense gratification, there is no value in this. Therefore, he is always engaged in bhakti seva. So why we are not becoming nice devotees? Shri Pachitana Maharaj asked that question. What is the problem? Because scriptures are given, we have Shastra. Guru is there. Guru is speaking on Shastra. Guru is explaining many things. But still, it is very difficult to become devotee. What is the reason? In spite of that, in spite of listening from sadhu, in spite of going through different scriptures, we are not able to become devotee. What is the reason? The reason is we don't listen nicely. And we don't want to give up our independence. That is a pride. We have so much pride, therefore we are not ready to follow. And where from this pride is coming? We are developing pride, therefore we are not able to follow. Proud fellow cannot serve Krishna. Like Pashtan Chandra Maharaj said, nowadays, today you join, tomorrow you become very great devotee. Or you are 30 years in the movement, so you are great devotee. And what is a question of pride? Bhagavan Krishna said, everything you said very clearly in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Ahankar vimudhatma karta hamati manyate. He's saying those who are having false ego, pride, they are bewildered. Therefore they are saying, I am the doer. I am one who acts, one who does everything. I do everything, therefore I am a doer. I'm so important person actually. Can you enter into Krishna's abode claiming that you are a doer? So that is the question. Who can enter into the Krishna's abode? Like already we quoted Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Shikshashtakam. He said, Trinada Pisunicha, Trinada Pisunicha Bhava. That means I will become more humble than a blade of grass. So, at Trinada Pisunicha, one can enter into spiritual world. Then Chaitanya Chandra Maharaj, he said, while giving this class, he said, what we will do there in the spiritual world, because there is no place to sleep. We should just serve there. If we go to Krishna Loka, we should just serve there. But we will come to sleep, to snore, to take rest. So why somebody is sleeping and snoring? If one will enter into Krishna's abode, he has to serve. And he said, but this is not happening. Why? Simple thing that I am not a servant. I am not a servant, I am the doer. And I am master. Even Krishna should serve me. So we like when we are called Prabhu in our society. We have to call everybody Prabhu. And also in Pali, they speak Prabhu, Prabhu Srivas Pandit. So they give more respect. Very nice. It's very comfortable. And the false ego, the pride, what is the source of that? Where from it is coming? The pride is coming from apparent vision, apparent consideration. We already spoke about that. Tattva vichar and apara vichar. If we have apparent vision, the pride will come to us. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna said, do not go for apparent consideration. You cannot understand me. You cannot understand me. If you go through apparent consideration, cannot. How you will serve me? That is a question. Because if you are not able to know me in absolute consideration, how you will serve me? So all this pride, all this problem is coming from apparent vision, apparent consideration. But if we speak the truth, Chaitanya Maharaj many times spoke this. He said, if we speak the truth, absolute truth, then people will say, oh, that is very difficult to listen. So heavy class today, not so much stories. That means we remain in apparent consideration. We have our apparent vision. So we don't want to go for absolute vision, absolute consideration. And that is the cause. And that is the cause. And how many are doing seva from the core of the heart? He said like that. How many are doing seva from the core of the heart? Very few, he said. I will do seva for Krishna. It is coming from the heart or not? This desire. If this desire is not coming from the heart, that means I have to come time and again in this material world and suffer here. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sarjuna. That means you will never come back in this material world again if you are having absolute vision, absolute consideration. So all the acharyas are saying this same thing. If we say, oh, this is too much for me, this is very difficult, so what will happen next? He said to us, he said, that means we want to listen to stories, grandmother stories. Like grandmother before everybody going to sleep is telling some stories about her life. I remember it was my father's uncle, also a grandfather for me. And he was speaking many stories when I was small, because he was traveling all over the world, Africa, China, Europe. He's telling many stories. So I was listening. So interesting. So that is like that. We want to listen to stories. But we don't want to go inside, to go into absolute consideration, go deeper. Therefore, we will remain here in this material world. In spite of all our sadhana, in spite of all our practice, Hare Krishna mantra, Guru, everything. So you cannot come out from this world, which is under the influence of three modes of nature. We have no right, no qualification, no adhikara to enter there. We have to remain here, outside. So much allurement is here outside. Outside spiritual world, we have so much allurement is there outside. And what we are saying, never mind. I can try to get happiness here in this world. Also, this world is very good. Yes, I will be happy. And I will add some opulence. I will acquire some opulence and add, and I will collect it. And finally, I will make this world Vaikuntha. So no need to go to that Vaikuntha. It's very far. That is pride. That means we are having pride. We are not able to enter there. Then we are remaining outside. And we are showing, I no problem, no problem. So much pride. Eh? And for what? Chaitanya Chandra Maharaj said, for what? Because we are simply dying. We will simply die. Simply to get death. We are showing our pride. And nothing else, only death, mrityu. So why we do not proceed towards Bhagavan Krishna? We are bound up by external principle. The principle of this external energy of Krishna. So Chaitanya Chandra Maharaj, he spoke that story how he said that how long we are holding these outward things, we cannot enter here. As long as we are holding these outward things, we cannot enter here in this spiritual world. Even you remain only with one cloth. You cannot enter into the spiritual world. Because still you keep something with you. Material comfort. Thinking about material comfort. Sebastian Chandra Maharaj said, what to speak about entering into a spiritual world? You cannot enter in crematorium ground also. That means you so much attached. He spoke the story. Old mother was dying and relatives came. And relatives said, before she will die, we should take out this mattress which is under her. Because after she died, this mattress will be contaminated. Before she die, we can take it clean, then we can use sleeping mattress. So this material world, very pity condition for us. You have some friends, you have some close friends, relatives, beloved one, but after you die, they even don't want to touch you. They will never touch you because they will be contaminated by touching your body. So, and it is said also, spiritual world, you cannot imagine. Chintamani prakarasad masukalpavriksha laksha vriteshu surabhira vipalayantam. So everything is there in the spiritual world. Lakshmi sahasrashata sambrahmasevyyamanam chintamani. Everything is made by touchstone, chintamani. But we are foolish. He said, we are very foolish. We are following this principle that yavan jivet, as much as we live, we should have everything. We should have all type of enjoyment. So we are following that principle, living in this world. I should enjoy. If I don't have money, I will borrow. No problem. If I cannot borrow, I will steal. No problem. Just enjoy, because one life only. So Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur said, you cannot proceed in the devotional path thinking like that. Because your pride will not allow you to enter inside the spiritual. The example is Lord Brahmaji. Lord Brahmaji gave example to us because somehow he developed pride. Because he thinking, I'm creator. The whole world is created by me. And this Krishna, who is this Krishna? This is just small coward boy. He's also my subject. So Brahma thought like that because of pride, and like Pashtan Chand Maharaj said, he sent his visiting card. Like when we are sending our visiting card, so other people will know who we are. So Brahmaji also said. Then Krishna saw this card and said, who is he? Ah, Lord Brahma. Who is Brahma? Which type of Brahma? Yeah, the Payan came back and said, who are you? What type of Brahma you are? Huh? My Lord is asking, what, you Brahma, okay, but what type of Brahma you are? You came. Oh, he became very much disturbed because I am creator. Krishna doesn't know that I am creator. So he said, message, creator Brahma is coming. Okay, ask him to come inside. So that means we have even you are so important servant of Supreme Lord, but you can develop some type of pride that you are creator, so you cannot enter into spiritual world. That is the problem. So then once Brahma saw by Krishna's desire, many Brahmas came inside Krishna's palace, and everyone was having 8 face, 16 face, 32 head, many Brahmas, different type of Brahmas. Our Brahma has only 4 head, 4 face. So much bewilderment. That time Brahma understood. So we are thinking we are doing, oh, I am king. I'm such a great person. Let us listen what Jagadananda Pandit said in Prema Vivarta. Chitkana Jiva Krishna Chinmaya Bhaskara Nitya Krishna Deki Krishna Karena Dora Krishna Bahirmukha Haya Bhagavancha Kore nikatasta mayatare japati adore pishachi paile jeno mati chana haya maya grasta jiber haya se baba udoya ma ami sida krishna dasa ei katha bule mayarana paranaya chiradina bule kabu raja kabu praja kabu viprasudra kabu dukhi kabu sukhi kabu kitatudra kabu swarge kabu marche narake va kabu deva kabu daitya kabu dasa prabhu ei rupe samsara brahmite kona jana sadhu sange nija tattva abhagata hona nija tattva janiyara samsara na chai kenava bhajinu maya kare hayai nija tattva janiyara samsare na chaya kenava bhajinu maya kare hayai Kende bole he Krishna Amitama dasa Tamara charana chari Haila sarvanasa Kripa kore Krishna tare Charana samsara Kakuti koriya Krishna Dake kabara Maya ke pichane rakhi Krishna panichaya Bhajite bhajite Krishna pada padma paya Krishna tare dena nija chichakina bolo Maya karshana chare Haiya durbolo Sadhu sange Krishna nam ei matra chai samsara jinite ara kono vastu nai samsara jinite ara kono vastu nai. This is Prema Vivarta by Jagadanand Pandit. Everything is there inside. If you want to go deeply, we can understand everything. Krishna Chit Kana Hoya Krishna Chinmaya Bhaskara Nitya Krishna Deki Krishna Karanadara. The soul is the spiritual spark, and the Krishna is the spiritual sun. Seeing eternal Krishna, the soul adores him. Krishna Bahirmukha Haya Bhagavancha Kare Nikatastha Mayatare Japati Adore. When souls become averse to Krishna and desire enjoyment nearby, Maya is waiting them. Pishachi paila jena motichana haya Maya grasta jibera hoya se baba udaya. Yes, like somebody is possessed by ghost. He becomes bewildered. He does many wrong things. So this condition overtakes souls, which is bound by Maya. Ami nitya Krishna dasa ei katha bule Mayara na parahoya tiradina bule. Forgetting, I am Nitya Krishna Das. I am eternal servant of Krishna. Forgetting that, souls become slaves of Maya, and wander indefinitely. Wandering, the millions, Brahmandas, universes, changing so many type of bodies, species of life. Kabu Raja, Kabu Praja, Kabu Viprashudra, Kabu Duki, Kabu Suki, Kabu Kita Kudra. It means insignificant. Sometimes a king, of course, sometimes subject, sometimes Brahman, sometimes Shudra, sometimes sad, sometimes happy, sometimes insignificant end. Kabu Swarge, Kabu Marte, Narake va Kabu. Kabu Deva, Kabu Daitya, Kabu Dasa Prabhu. They are sometimes in heaven, sometimes in earth, sometimes in hell, sometimes gods, sometimes demons, sometimes servants, and sometimes masters. Ei rupe samsara brahmite kona jana, sadhu sange nija tattva abhagata hana. That is called sadhu sange nishtara, liberation through the association of the sadhu. Yes, by wandering throughout samsara in this way, some souls become aware of their true nature, their swarup, by associating with sadhu. Nija tattva jani ara samsare na chaya keno baba jinumaya kore haya haya. So by understanding our true nature, we are no longer desire the samsara. And we lament. Why have I been serving Maya so long? So long I've been serving Maya. Kende boleo he Krishna Amitabha Dasa, I am your servant. Tomara charanachari Haila sarvanasa. But I have left your feet, your lotus feet, and I become utterly ruined. I'm ruined, I'm finished. Kripa kori Krishna tare charane samsara kakuti koriya Krishna jadira ke kabara. Kakuti Korea, they earnestly calling Krishna. Krishna mercifully frees souls from samsara if they even once earnestly call out to him, Krishna, Krishna, please come. I'm suffering here. I need your help. Please come. Please save me from this material samsara. Here it is said, Kripa Kori, and Krishna is coming. Maya ke pichane raki, leaving Maya behind, pichne raki. Krishna pane chaya, the souls hankering for Krishna. Bhajite Krishna, pada padma paya. That means pada padma paya. That means continuously bhajite, serving to Krishna. Then reaching his lotus feet. Krishna tare dena nija chichaktira bala maya karsana chare haiya durbala. Krishna gives them spiritual power. Krishna gives it to soul the spiritual power, and Maya becomes powerless Maya stops attracting them. No more Maya at all. That is very truly description. So Krishna gives them his spiritual power. Spiritual power. When Chaitanya Chandra Maharaj was reading this, he said that is very good point, very important point. The spiritual power, because actually, what is our problem? What is our weakness in the spiritual life? Because we are not actually wanting the spiritual power from Krishna. Because we don't want to give up our enjoyment. But he is ready to show his mercy on us. He is saying, but we wait, Krishna, please. Later. Like in our smartphone sometimes, or laptop, he is saying, wait, I will update my system later. So we're saying to Krishna the same way. Wait, Krishna, later I will update my bhakti, my faith to Krishna, my Shraddha. Now I very much busy. I have so much duties, so much debts. Oh, I have to do so many things in this material world. Yes, that is the situation. We are already born, and from birth, our parents, they give to us this information that we are completely indebted to that material world. So we have no choice, no time to surrender to Krishna. So what is this? What is that life? Let us learn how to surrender. Yes, and but to give up Maya it is not so easy. It is said here, even Krishna is ready to show mercy. We are not ready for that. So, and therefore, at the beginning we said about apparent consideration, absolute consideration. Everything is depending on our own consideration. It's our consideration type. What type of thought when we join this Krishna consciousness, what type of thought we were having? Pashtanchandra Maharaj said, why I joined? He said, you ask me. Why I am joined? He said, because Srila Gurgan Swami Maharaj said, I will give you new life. So he said, I joined to get new life. But somebody joined to get labha, puja, pratishta. That means to get fame, adoration. But my guru, whatever instruction he gives to me, I cannot follow. Therefore, I'm keeping distance. That is PT condition. Yes. Therefore, Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, Shripad Maharaj was always saying, be introspective. Go deeper and deeper inside your heart. Be introspective. And what does it mean to be introspective? Pray to Krishna. Develop desire to become his devotee. But why we are not ready? Why we are going this way, that way? Because, yes, I want to become Bhakta. That means you should follow. You should follow Sadhu, you should follow Guru, you should follow Shastra. And if you are not following Sadhu, Guru, Shastra, do you think we will become Bhakta devotee? No, not possible at all. So that means first we should decide what is our goal of life. First we decide what is our goal of life. And just this life will be managed like that. accordingly my goal of life, accordingly my decision, because we have taken initiation. We are known as initiated devotees. But this initiation will not help me, will not help us. Even Brahmana initiation will not help us. So Pashtanchand Maharaj said, so many numbers of devotees now in our ISKCON society, but you ask them, what is the goal of life? Many very young persons, all educated, all having money, they're earning so much money. But you ask them, are you doing Guru Seva? So many Namahatas, so many bays, so many centers, outcast preaching centers. But you ask them, are you really serving? That is very important, yeah? And another thing is, yes, maybe servants, maybe service, but mostly distributing books. Mostly like that. And not always, just sometimes. And he gave one example. All night the boatman was rowing. The people wanted to go to another side of the river because wedding ceremony was there. And all night the boatman was rowing, 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 rowing. Finally, in the morning, they saw anchor is there. The boat didn't move 1 inch. Boat not able to move. The question is, are we free from enjoyment? Maya knows everything very well. That is called like, oh, I don't like women. No problem, no problem. We have another card. Who is playing card? They know. There is a trump card. Trump, you know Trump. And there is a trump card. What is a trump card of devotee? Pratishta. I big preacher. I'm preacher. The Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur said, platform speaker is not a preacher. Simply platform speaker is not a preacher. The platform speaker means he came, already platform is ready. He just speak to the microphone, through the microphone. And crowd is waiting. He speak loudly, everybody agitated. That is platform speaker. So therefore today we don't see sometimes difference between sadhu and politician. At this show, Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur said, this is not a preaching. Because I'm preaching because I'm senior, I'm superior. So what we will preach? Only those who will listen to you, they all also will become like you, proud fellow. But if you are Trinada Pisunicha, more humble than a blade of grass, you can preach. But this is our essence of our message according to Mahaprabhu. A preacher must preach about how to become very humble. But at the same time, he must be humble. Otherwise, nobody will listen to him. Like your teacher saying, don't smoke, but he is smoking. Will never touch anybody's heart, his words, if he tell, don't smoke. If we are not behaving nicely, how we will speak? How we will preach? So, first of all, If we are driving our conclusion basing on our sense of knowledge, first of all, we should give it up. And the question is it easy to give it up? Because what is in my sense of knowledge, what is in my conception, I should go inside my heart. This is called introspection. And I should find it and I should first give it up. Oh, in my opinion, it is good, but give it up. First, you give it up. There is no question of my opinion. So one should not do anything according to his own will. Only one thing he can do. We should use our own desire to fulfill his desire. That much we can do, nothing else. Because we are all in sleeping state. In order to break our sleep, some sound is needed. When we are sleeping, we use alarm. So those who will go for preaching, they must take responsibility of creating this type of sound vibration, so that sleep will break, so that the sleep will be broken. So when preacher will create some sound to break the sleep of jiva, then preacher is doing his duty nicely as a preacher. So what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, जीव जागो गौरा चंद्रा बोले कोता निद्रा जाओ माया pisachira kole. How long you will sleep on the lap of the witch Maya, ugly witch Maya? Please get up, get up. The preacher should preach in such a way that living entity will immediately wake up, get up. Otherwise, it will be the platform speaker. Platform speaker. Like somebody will make stage or a platform, then speaker will go and speak. All arrangements are there. So what they speak, this speech will not affect anyone. But what does it mean, preacher? He is trying to wake up the jiva from his sleep. So what preacher will say? You are eternal servitor of Krishna. You should serve Krishna. So what we are doing now? Serving cows, horses, donkeys, dogs, cats, then finally other human beings. That is not real seva, not considered as devotional service. So, and why we do seva? Because we will get immense bliss, pleasure by doing Krishna seva. Okay, he said. All many preachers also saying, do seva. But why the people who is listening them, they are not doing seva? Because the preacher is saying on the class, do Krishna seva. But many are not doing Krishna seva. What is the reason? Because preacher is not doing seva. Preacher himself is not humble, is not doing seva. So those who will listen, they will also not do any seva. Therefore it is said, first acharana, then prachara. First you behave yourself, then you preach. Therefore, this is a problem of scientists, mundane scientists. They're collecting like lands of monkeys and liver of the animal. So when this is science exhibition, so they cut half of the body of a frog, then this lungs is function or not, they will put one belly is there, very ugly, abominable things. So that frog is not dying, but after that exhibition finished, they will throw this frog. Like that. They thinking, let the living entity die. I don't care. I want to remain very happily in my life. So in every aspect, he will see. Oh, how I will live happily. Yes. Then another type of that is called tyagi. Tyagi are renounced. They're doing so much sadhana, so much tapasya, fasting, staying in the forest. But for what? Sometimes in India, only with kaupina, no more outward dress, and never cut their hair. But Krishna will be happy of that? No. Only enjoyment is there. So nothing we are doing for the pleasure of Krishna. Therefore it is said, the bhakta devotee never go for tapasya. Why he will go for tapasya? Austerity. His tapasya is to please Krishna. That is only tapasya. The only penance is to please Krishna. That is tapasya. Like one devotee came to me when I was in Cambodia. In Cambodia, very hot. Even I was hardly tolerating. Yes, finally I got overwarm on my head. Too much heat. So therefore I left because of that bodily condition. One devotee came and I said, "You need AC." No, tapasya. Then I said, "In bhakti there is no tapasya." Oh, really? Really, no tapasya in bhakti? I said, "Yes." Chaitanya Maharaj said to me when he gave me saffron clothes, he told me that in bhakti there is no tapasya. Then he was surprised. He was stuck, and he said, "Please tell me more about Vanaprastha life, tapasya in tapasya." So I said, "Okay, I will start these classes about Varnasrama." So I started these classes. Now we continue because I already have listened from Sipachtan Chandra Maharaj about that. So better I speak what he said. I also will remind to myself what was spoken there. It was very nice information. So in bhakti there is no tapasya here. You are doing so much sadhana, but you are not happy, not smiling. So therefore we can say what other people call tapasya, we call Krishna seva. We're just trying to please Krishna. Like it is said, prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna mumukshubhi parityago vairagyam phalgukatyate. When persons eager to achieve liberation renounce things related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thinking them to be material, their renunciation is called incomplete. So that means if we are eager to achieve liberation and we renounce things related to Bhagavan, but actually everything is related to Bhagavan. Everything can be engaged in Krishna Seva, but we are renouncing everything. We are very much busy with that. So that is called Bhog Vairagya. That means renunciation is not complete. And another thing is Anasaktasya Vishayan Yatarham Upayunjataha Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate. Whatever is favorable for the rendering of service to the Lord should be accepted and should not be rejected as material thing. So, and then Yukta Vairagya. This Things should be accepted for the Lord's service and not for one's personal sense gratification. If one accepts something without attachments and accepts it because it is related to Krishna, one's renunciation is called Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya means the proper renunciation. Since Krishna is the absolute truth, whatever is accepted for his service is also the absolute truth. So whatever we are doing for the pleasure of Lord Krishna is becoming tattva, is becoming absolute. So what is the difficulty to understand what is apparent and what is absolute? We started from this point. We said that if we not understanding what is absolute, we don't having absolute consideration, we are remaining here in this material world. Therefore, we are having so much material allurement. So what is difficult to understand? What is apparent? What is absolute? Just laziness. It is just laziness that we cannot understand. Therefore, first we said that we have not come to the doorstep of Bhagavan Krishna because we are not relating anything to Krishna. That is from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said. Shpashtan Chandra Maharaj said at the end of that class, he said, shall we stop speaking about anything? Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has said, whose katha we will repeat? My Gurudeva, Srila Gaur Govinda Swami, left body, speaking from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Anything harm is there if we speak from previous acharyas? So why we are not able to accept it? We have some defect. We cannot enjoy. If we accept Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, we cannot enjoy. That is some defect in his katha. Therefore, we have not come to the doorstep of Krishna. So what to speak about going inside? We are remaining away from Krishna. We are all captured by Maya. That we are having. That is our situation. So we are speaking about Varnasrama system. That is the real Varnasrama topic. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Smayeta Bhakta Vrind ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Dear devotees, do you have some questions you can write down? Do you have some questions? Yeah. Please ask. Okay. So, if no question, then we will stop now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo